Hello, welcome to the Dollar Compass Academy. So, today I'm going to share with you 7 ways to have a more healthy relationship and improve your wellness. Relationships can be challenging. Why? Well, while most relationships start with fun and games, over time, some become filled with trials and tribulations. This reminds me of something I learned a long time ago from my physiology teacher. May his soul rest in peace, Dr. Gushal. He said that relationships are like the tongue. you know, the first part of it, you can taste, the sweets. The middle part, you can taste sugar. And then the last part of it is bitter. So he divided the tongue into 3 spots. So, it's the same thing to some extent with relationships. You start with the sweets, they just getting to know someone, sweet little things, small things, small talk. It's very transactional. And then you get to the sugar part when it's like, oh, it's so good, I love this, it's like having your favorite dish. And then you get into the trenches, and you're like, what happened? Who is this person? That's when you have to deal with the challenges. So, a little bit of what I'm going to share with you, it's just some of the ways we can get past those, we can manage those challenges so that, we can retain healthy relationships. The ability to handle these challenges effectively determines how successful the relationship will become and how well you can protect your health and improve your wellness. I hope you agree with that. Let me say that again. The ability to handle these challenges, effectively, will determine how successful your relationship will be and how well you can protect your health and improve your wellness. At the Dollar Compass Academy, we always talk about health and wellness. What are the factors affecting your health and what are the things you can do to protect your health and improve your wellness? Because if you do this, you live a better life. You live a healthier, more fun life, It's like you're going to go back to the beginning. The first way to make your relationship more healthy is to manage your expectations, okay? Manage your expectations, okay? Be fair to others, okay? Judge others the way you would like them to judge you, right? Remember, you are not perfect, right? You're not perfect, right? You're not perfect. So why would you expect others to be perfect? Okay? Your partner isn't everything you need, okay? It's not. So, stop blaming people. Stop, I don't want to put it like that. As knowing how hard it is for you sometimes to do some of the things you want to do. Yes. So bear in mind that others might be having the same struggle. Nobody is perfect. Okay. Nobody is perfect. Yes. Expectations are high in relationships, right? Try and find a way to keep them low. Before you know the other person well, okay, keep your expectations low instead of high. It's easy to imagine they are everything you would ever need from another person. A soulmate, right? A sounding board, a best friend, a perfect lover. No single person can completely satisfy the needs of another. You cannot even satisfy your own needs yourself for yourself. You can't do everything you want to do for yourself. Keep the expectations low, manage them. It's going to cut down the disappointment. It's going to cut down, and it's going to make you become more realistic. You're going to be more prepared to do the things you need to do to protect your health, to make your relationships healthier and improve your wellness. Expect to have no more than 80% of your need fulfilled by your partner. No one can fulfill 100%. Maybe 80% is even too optimistic. Maybe it's going to be 60. It's never going to be 100%. You will have to find the other 20 to 40% somewhere else. Yes. You have to find a way to fulfill those your other needs. This might be the need to watch horror movies. Some people love it. Personally, I don't like watching horror movies, but some people love it. That's their thing. They actually love to watch horror movies. And for some people, it's their own way of relaxing. It's their own way of challenging themselves. It's their own way of having fun. It's just a movie, right? Yes. So for some people, it's going to the movies. That's a need. That's what they would like to do. But your partner might not actually like going to the movies at all. It's going to be very challenging for him or her to help you fulfill that need or want. It's going to be challenging. And if you decide to make it, if you expect that he or she's going to do that for you and insist on it, you're just setting yourself up for a very stressful relationship, a very unhealthy one. That's going to drain your energy, reduce your self-esteem and your confidence in yourself, because you can't just get the other person to do what you want, and at some point you're going to start wondering whether the problem is you. Well, it's not you. It's just this is one of those 20 to 40% expectations that you have to fulfill for yourself. The second way is to manage your communication issues, okay? Communication is challenging. It can be challenging. One partner, more seems to do more to want to make it work than the other. Someone is always in every, how do I put it? This is a saying from my grandpa. Yes, He said the relationship between two people depends on one person. So I guess there could be personality clashes and all that, but if one person is willing, to bear it, to, be the person that takes the hit, then he or she will be able to keep the relationship going. Others will be wondering how. Some people would even say it's not fair. As long as, you're not putting yourself, you're not giving yourself more than what you can bear, right? More than what you can carry, right? You are kind. You should be fine. You can make the adjustment and make the determination yourself, but not at the expense of breaking your back or hurting your health or destroying your life. Okay, not good. Set aside some time each day for a few minutes to talk. Practice good listening skills. One person is generally miserable for those few minutes when you set those things aside. But that's the price that must be paid to have successful relationship. it's worth the price because when you master this, you are going to discover that you're having that person that you talk with or discuss things with can help you sort of that sense of everything is on you. The third way is to deal with related trust issues, right? Some people have some people sorry, some people have difficulty, trusting others. Some people are more resentful than others when they don't receive the level of trust they think they deserve or the praise they think they deserve. Be trustworthy and expect the same from your partner. So if you show that you trust someone, that person is likely going to trust you. But don't, hold back and don't make false accusations. Don't set people up instead of trusting them. There are little things you can do to help you build trust. Keep your word. If they say you're going to do something, do it. If you're not going to do it, let others know on time you're not going to do it. So they will say this person is reliable and trustworthy, okay? Be on time. Again, it's all part of reliability and being trustworthy. Yeah, okay? Don't be jealous. Don't lie about what you have done or your whereabouts, okay? Yes, don't do that. Again, going far back, there was a time, someone was traveling to Jos. It's one of the cities in Nigeria anyway, but let's just say it was Jos. I'm not sure it was. And then the person who was doing the traveling, you know, said he was going to a different city, but it turned out to be a different one. And so there are two people in a car. No, a husband called the wife and said, "Hey, something happened. I have this business thing I need to do. I have to travel down to Jos." Like we live in Lancaster, someone could say, "Oh, hey, I have to travel down to LA, to Los Angeles to have this done." But and then God forbid, the next morning you hear there was an accident, on 58, going to Bakersfield. And you're like, oh God, may God, bless them. May God, may their souls be protected. You say all that, and you pray for them. Then later on, some news filters back to you. Someone comes and knocks on your door and tells you, sorry, your husband was involved in an accident in Bakersfield. Now, how are you going to process that? So you have no idea where the other person's whereabouts are, right? You don't know. It's hard to build trust when you do that. You're not going to have a healthier relationship when you do that. You've got to let others know your whereabouts, okay? Yes. The other thing you need to do, or we need to do, to make our relationships better. I think it's better if I say we, because then, I'm addressing it to you and to myself, because there's always room for improvement, Yes. In fact, my dad said that improvement never ends, I always try to remember that. So the third way, the second way we said was, the third way was trust issues, right? The fourth way is financial disagreements. It's bound to happen. You're going to see things differently. Certain things are going to be important to you that are not important to the other person there. So to your wife, so you have to, or to your husband, so you have to. Financial issues often lead to relationship challenges. It's easy for the feelings of stress and anxiety. You get that? I said it's easy for the finances to lead to, feelings of stress and anxiety. Okay. Yes, and it's easy for you to take it out on the other person and say, hey, it's your fault we're in this position. It's your fault things didn't work out the way we were. If you had listened to me or if you had not invested in that, the best thing is before you get to that level, discuss these things together. If you still don't have enough resources or enough skill set to do it, get some help, get some professional help. you know, so that your financial decisions are well thought out, you know. The fifth way to to improve your wellness by the fifth way to improve your wellness by making your relationships healthier would be to have division of labor, you know. In some cultures there's no agreement on specific things male and female should do. In some there is, but whatever it is between, you know, yeah. So you you have to, have a sense that everyone is participating. If not, there's going to be resentment, Yes, believe me, resentment is not good for your health, okay? Do you have a list of family daily chores? Who does what? Do you have the list? Make one if you don't have one, right? Yeah, I agree with that. Make one. Make a list of all the chores that need to be done. Okay, make a list of that so that everyone have an idea of what we need to do. This needs to be done, especially weekends, or build it up towards the weekend and share so we know what we're doing and how we're trying to get things cleaned up or other things that have to be decided. Okay, so make a list of all the chores that need to be done. Divide them into 3 lists: daily, weekly, and monthly. Okay, is that a good idea? Yeah, I think so. It's going to help because you will know what needs to be done. And do you need external help too? Do you need someone to step in and help? Certain things you might think you can do it, but you might not actually be able to do it. So it's important, to make that list and share it, And okay, the sixth way is to make your relationship healthier. Sorry, the sixth way to make your relationship healthier is to make sure you don't cheat in your relationship. While the urge to cheat may be real to you, you have to remember that once you cheat, you destroy trust in your relationship. It's hard to have a relationship without trust. It's very, very hard. Very hard. Okay. So without trust, your relationship becomes unhealthy, filled with doubt, stress, and anxiety. How do you know that your spouse is really working late when he says he's working late? How do you know the business trip to New York City was not really a weekend getaway with a lover in Hawaii? How do you know that? Good question, right? All right. Cheating is a result of short-term thinking and will destroy your health and wellness unless you keep your eye on the long-term benefits of a healthy relationship. The sixth key is to avoid getting stuck in a rut. This happens when there is too much routine and the future isn't compelling. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing to look forward to. You already know what's going to happen. The same thing that happened Monday, on Monday, it's going to happen on Wednesday and on Tuesday. On Tuesday, then Wednesday, then there'll be a change, right? So that's a problem, which when it becomes routine and monotonous, it's boring, and others might decide to look elsewhere to bring that spark in. Instead of that, you should discover what can you do to bring the spark in, what can you do to break the monotony, to make everything shouldn't be too predictable, okay? A seventh way is to avoid attacking. The seventh way is to avoid getting stuck in a rut. This happens when there is too much routine and the future isn't compelling. Okay, if everything is already set and there are no gaps, there's nothing for your imagination to do. There is nothing, you're not being forward thinking. it's hard to get everyone excited. So always try to find some project, something a little bit different that will keep, the thrill, right? Make you enjoy the relationship, so it doesn't become, dead man walking type of relationship where it's there but it's not functional. It's not helping anyone. It's not helping you. Okay, so that's the seventh way. I mean, if you like doing things like bowling, yoga, you can do that too. It's part of what the seventh way is, because the seventh way is to avoid getting into a rut. So you can change your exercise routine. You can make something that involves more of the family, or you can, if you're the other way around where it's too much, then you can switch to just you and your spouse. There's so many things you can do. Okay. Yes. So avoid the belief that a good relationship is easy 100% of the time. No, it's not. Okay. It takes work. It takes forgiveness. It takes letting go. It takes doing some of these things I've said in these steps and more, but let's start with these 7 to make your relationship healthier. If you make your relationship healthier, it makes it easier for you to relate to others in a healthy way and to have the confidence, to protect your own health, your self-esteem, other important components of whom you are. Okay, if not, there will be gaps in your health and your relationship. Avoid to believe that a good relationship is easy 100%. Okay, yeah, we already discussed that. Okay, I like saying that a lot. I'm going back to it and avoid. Okay, well, please let me know. Hey, if let me know how you deal with making your relationship more healthy. Let me know if these tips and strategies I've shared with you have helped you. There are 7 of them. Hopefully, you can take one of them and run with it. That is, you get so used to it that you can make necessary adjustments. And if you're getting this through my blog, hey, I would love you to leave a comment for me. Tell me, I hope you're finding this, some of the trainings I'm sharing with you through this blog, helpful. And if you want to look in a different direction, yeah, please let me know. So I can get that ready to and share. But I thank you. Subscribe if you're getting this from hey, YouTube. If you subscribe, so that okay, the more we share and the more we know that you're getting something out of it, the more we're motivated to share. So thank you. I'll see you next time.